let's talk about the 5 worst bedroom design mistakes you might be making and how to avoid them. Hey there, it's Christina from the DIYmommy.com. I think there's a few mistakes that you can make when decorating and designing your bedroom, but it's really easy to fix these things, and today I am going to show you how. These are all mistakes that I have learned and/or I have made over the past 13 years as a home stylist. So I really hope this list helps you and inspires you as you're putting together a cozy and beautiful bedroom of your own. Don't forget the biggest mistake of all, and that is not designing a room that you love. So if you're completely stuck, you have no clue where to begin with your bedroom, this video is for you. But decorating is definitely one of those things where you can break the rules, you can make a few mistakes. So there's always caveats to these rules. So ultimately, you need to do what you love and what works best with you and your family. Bedroom decorating mistake number 1 is only using one source of lighting. So often I will see, and I've done this in the past, people using just ceiling lighting in their bedroom. So they'll just have one light right in the middle of the ceiling and that is it. To create that cozy ambience, to create that beautiful, restful vibe, plus add some function into your space, make sure to add multiple sources of lighting. So you can have that ceiling light, but add lamps on either side of the bed so that you can read in bed. Make sure that they're dimmable so that you can enjoy reading at night if you need to. In our bedroom, we have a couple of pendant lights that are mounted from the ceiling that we put in there when we built, but you could attach some wall sconces that plug right into your wall. You could even use puck lights so that your lights are battery operated. You can even go a little bit further if you want and add even more ambient lighting. So you could do things like add twinkle lights around a mirror in your room. You could add a little bit of lighting inside your crown molding. Get creative and add those layers of lighting to give your room a really cozy feeling. Mistake number 2 that I've seen lots of, I've done this in the past, is having either no curtains in your room or curtains that are a little bit too small. Curtains are a textile that add a lot of coziness into your space. I know a lot of you are going to prefer maybe a blind or a plantation shutter. If that works for you, go ahead and do that. But if you really want that cozy, that restful feeling, if you want to add a little bit of sound dampening to your room to make it even feel more warm, more cozy, go for a floor to ceiling length drape or curtain. You can DIY these and I have a tutorial. I will link that down in the description box below. Or you can buy them from places like IKEA, Wayfair, Target, etc. Just make sure that they are going to go pretty much almost all the way to your ceiling, give or take a few inches, and then all the way to the floor to give your room that really cozy, grand feeling. Bedroom decorating mistake number 3 is your bedroom is too cluttered. I have certainly made this mistake multiple times in the past because of course I love decorating, I love decor, I love little knickknacks, but your bedroom is one of those places in your home that is best not to have a lot of clutter. You don't want that visual clutter everywhere. You want to promote rest, you want to promote sleep. So keeping your decor, your decorations, the items in your room to a minimal is really going to help create that soothing space for you or you and your partner. So for example, I have added like a ton of stuff to my nightstands in the past, like even done a coffee bar area, added tons of seasonal decor, but now I'm realizing I just need the essentials on my nightstand. So I like to have a place for jewelry, maybe a water bottle, maybe a candle and a little plant, and that's it. We don't need lots of seasonal decor, we don't need tons of things on the nightstand. And then also try to think of a way that you can store your clothes up and away so they're not in your face all the time, they're put away. All of that clutter I find to be really distracting. It just takes up too much headspace. It just kind of gets on your nerves, and you want to make sure that you have this nice, crisp, clean place to sleep when you're ready to go to bed. Mistake number 4, I see this one so much, is you're using the wrong size of area rug underneath your bed. When you have an area rug that's too small underneath your bed, number 1, you don't see it, so you can't enjoy it. And number 2, it's not functional because if you're putting an area rug down, typically you're trying to cover up some hard floor. You want it to be soft on the feet when you hop out. So if it's too small, it only pops out maybe a foot from all around your bed. It's really not going to be that functional. Plus, if it's a beautiful rug, you're not even going to see it. So typically what I would recommend is making sure that your rug extends about 24 to 28 inches all the way around your bed. You can move it down from the top of your bed a little bit. It doesn't have to go underneath your nightstands. It can kind of just tuck under the bed, but show at least 2 feet on either side of the bed and at the bottom. That way, number one, it's functional, so you're able to hop off your bed and enjoy the coziness. And number two, you're going to be able to actually see your rug, and it's gonna act as this really nice focal point and anchor your bed in the space. I just have a plain rug in our bedroom because we did a pretty loud treatment on the ceiling with some barnwood. So I just have this nice cream shag rug, and it works well, and I feel like it anchors the bed, and it's a good size. It is an 8 by 10 foot rug, and our bed is a king size bed. Another option, if you don't want to purchase a huge rug, you want to maybe try something a little bit more budget friendly, is you can purchase 2 runners. So runners are about 2.5 feet wide by 5 or 7 feet long, and place one on either side of the bed. Not only is that functional, but it's definitely less expensive, and it looks really good too. Mistake number 5 when decorating or designing your bedroom is your bed is the wrong size. I know this might ruffle some feathers because lots of us like really large beds, but our room might be just too small for the bed. Back when we lived in our house that was a garage, so it was 800 square feet, we had 2 kids in there at the time, we had a tiny bedroom, but we put a king size bed in there. We had to have that king size bed. Sean and I like a king size bed. So I'll caveat this with the fact that if you like a big bed, get it. It just might not be as functional or look as good as it could if it was maybe a little bit smaller. So typically what I would recommend would be to have at least 30 inches on either side of your bed. So if you have 2 people sleeping in the bed, you want the 30 inches on either side so that the people can get off the bed and move around and everything functions. Visually, that also looks really nice too. You have room for 2 nightstands on either side of the bed. You get that nice symmetrical look for your space. But I understand you might want a big bed in a small room, even if it doesn't function as well. Or you might have an issue like what Sean and I are facing as we work on this tiny lake house rental, where we really want a queen size bed in the space, but there's gonna be more like 24 inches on either side of the bed. So again, rules, you can kind of play with them in home decor, interior design, but if you want something that is the best function, visually looks the best, try to aim for that 30 inches on either side of your bed. So I also have a video all about my absolute favorite way to make a bed, to make it feel cozy, my favorite duvets, my favorite sheets, all of these things that I've learned over the years that last, that look great, that feel great. I will link that down in the description box below and right up here. Let me know down in those comments below what you think of these 5 mistakes. Have you made any? Do you have any further mistakes that you would add? Let me know down in those comments below. If you like DIY and decor ideas on a budget, subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna leave some more videos that I hope you will enjoy watching next, right up here.